The detailed value chain expands on the basic value chain in the sense that we are adding the economic events into the processes that either create or receive the resources, or that is using up the resources. For every resource that is received into a process, the event in the process must use that resource, and for every resource that is going out of a process, the resource must be either created or received into the process to be able to give it out. In this video, we will cover the financing, revenue and acquisition and payment business processes. The next video will cover HR and conversion. So let's start with financing. In financing, we can see that cash is the resource that flows out of the process. For cash to go out, we needed to have received it inside this business process. The event of acquiring or receiving cash is just called the cash receipt. So the cash receipt is corresponding with the cash that goes out. We also have cash that goes into this business process. Cash that comes in must be used inside this process. The process of using your cash or getting rid of the cash is called your cash disbursement. So again, the cash disbursement corresponds with the incoming cash. Between every two economic events, we have a relationship called duality. So every time we see this little figure, it will represent duality. If we go to to the revenue business process, we can see that cash is the resource that goes out. Again, if the resource goes out, we needed to have received that resource. So receiving the cash, again, is the event that we have to be able to give out the cash. So the cash receipt corresponds with the cash that goes out. We can also see that in this case, we have the finished product that goes into the process. How do we use the finished product in revenue? We just sell them. So the sales event is the process that uses up the finished product that comes in. So sales corresponds with the incoming resource. And again, we have duality that is between the two business processes. For acquisition and payment, there we have cash that comes into this business process. So cash comes in, cash must be used up. So using up cash is again just the cash disbursement event. Cash disbursement corresponds with the incoming resource, which is cash. The outgoing resources in this case is the machines, the raw materials, and finished products. So how did we get all of these in acquisition and payment to be able to give it out? To acquire goods in acquisition and payment is just to purchase them. So here we have the purchase event, and the purchase event or the acquisition event corresponds with all these outgoing events. Again, we have the duality relationship between them.